Leo, welcome to your end of April 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Wow, do we have a lot of fire energy? Okay, one of the things I'm going to ask you is how many of you are dealing with some kind of financial battle, like a will, because that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this. So I'm going to start with the past position. We have the Five of Wands, and there are more than one, more than two people. They're fighting for something. Yeah, this card can be competition and even in a good sense, but because of the Pentacles, I'm thinking of people fighting over money. And what can be happening is that there is some kind of negative communication going on. We have here, this is like, oh, come on. That's what happens when you cut your nails. The heart of the matter is the Page of Wands in the reversed position. In the upright position, it's like start spreading the news. It's, something positive message. In the reverse position, it means the opposite of that. It's something that is upsetting that you hear. But there has already been conflict because that is the past position. So it shouldn't be a surprise, but maybe you thought that you would prevail about something when it came to something. The higher message is the Six of Pentacles. So one possibility is if you look at this person is in a position to give to others. This person has a higher status in life, so they have the ability to be generous. They're being magnanimous because they can. And so they're kind of like in that position to help others that are less fortunate. So one of the things, since I'm not reading this in the literal sense, this is actually the Six of Pentacles can be a card of inheritance, for instance. Or if you are getting divorced, that could also be anything where there is shared resources or one person giving money to the other. So what the possibility is that there might be something that's unfair with some kind of money distribution situation. And you may be tempted to think that all is lost. But if you really, get straight with yourself, Leo, you might realize that you actually are in a good position, that you actually have, things working out for you. You may not feel that way. It may feel like things are more difficult because you're not getting what you think you deserve, but perhaps you have gotten it in other ways. So let's say there's a will situation and you are battling it out with siblings, and maybe you received more money than at first I was thinking maybe you didn't get as much money, but I have a feeling you might have gotten more money and you feel like you deserve it because, let's say, you took care of a parent who was very ill and your siblings were completely irresponsible about it. You might be saying, hey, I deserve this. You weren't there. Why do you think that you deserve to have everything? But for whatever reason, the courts don't side in your favor. It may be tempting to look at that as really disappointing news, but when you put two and two together, or when you look at it from the bigger picture, which the Six of Pentacles is all about, you think, you know what? I've had a better life than they have. And I think, you know what? I was favored. So maybe that's why I've been more successful than they are. And I have it within myself to give more than I am giving. So even if it's an ironclad will and you're going to prevail, you may decide to give money to these people. The Page of Wands in reverse may just be that something is ruled against you that feels unfair, but you may decide to do it on your own terms. And there are other situations that may be similar to this that I'm not covering, that involve, more equal distribution of money. What crosses you is the Star card, and this is a card of healing, hope, and things of that nature. So perhaps there is a part of you that is having trouble with something in your life, and you are finding it hard to heal from that. Maybe there is residual anger. Maybe this is a parent who crossed over, and you feel like this parent dropped the ball, wasn't didn't do the right thing in some way, and that has led to whatever the situation is. There's many possibilities. Once again, the Star card is about the faith in unseen forces. So sometimes when this card shows up, you may be so focused on the material that you're not seeing the fact that all of those things are temporary, and the real thing that you're looking for is inspiration in your life. And you may not have that because there's something that you want to do that is not ready to go. So the Page of Wands in reverse can be a new project of yours that is not ready to be launched for whatever reason. Could simply be because you know that you need more time, or you're doing something else that is keeping you from it. So you might feel a bit lackluster in terms of how you're dealing emotionally with your life, but it doesn't mean that it has to be that way. There may be something that is going to come about that makes you feel like you have a new lease on life. What is coming in is the Queen of Wands, and this is kind of like that, I would say, springing back into action, feeling emotionally enthusiastic, as well as having more confidence in yourself. This may be like, a little bit of everyone goes through a little lethargy, or whatever you want to call it, and then you come back into your own. It's funny how the Queen of Wands is supposed to be Sagittarius, but I'm always thinking it's Leo. It just seems like Leo to me. And the outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of waiting and seeing what transpires, waiting for your harvest. And in this particular case, if you for instance, have been wanting to launch something yourself because you're tired of a dog eat dog environment that you work in, you may be doing something, kind of sticking your foot in a little bit and seeing how it's going to work. And you'll get back what you put into it, hopefully, if it's meant to be. But it's the pentacles can be energy. So sometimes, that's another thing about the Six of Pentacles. If you're in a job situation where it's just is, too competitive, and you feel like maybe you had your hopes pinned on a certain job offer that you were hoping to receive, and it never came through. It kind of fell through. That might have felt disappointing, but it's like dusting yourself off and then trying again. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.